The partial remains of Robert Haney and Stephen Delicino were found on Susan Monica's farm in 2014, shocking the families of both men. Robert Haney had responded to a Craigslist advertisement in 2013 where Susan Monica was searching for hired labor on her property, which she had converted into a small farm. Haney had been looking for a reason to savor the tranquility of a simple life, and Monica looked legitimate. He started working for Susan Monica, performing odd jobs like carpentry, physical labor, maintenance, and other things around the house. But when they stopped hearing from Robert Haney, his kids became worried. They drove out to the site to hunt for him on January 1, 2014, but Monica informed them that he had left the company 4 months previously. Later, they would learn that their father hadn't actually left. He was still on the property, buried in the dirt after Monica's pigs went into a feeding frenzy on his corpse, and he wasn't the only one either. Little is known about Monica's upbringing, although records indicate that she joined the U.S. Navy during the Vietnam War. After leaving the military, she had a successful engineering career before purchasing a 20-acre rural farm near Weimar, Oregon, where she managed her business, White Queen Construction, and reared pigs and poultry. The Haney family noticed that their father hadn't contacted them in well over 2 months in December 2013. Naturally, this worried the family a little, which is why they went to Monica's farm. However, when they got there, Monica informed them that Haney had just basically left, and instructed his kids to remove his belongings from his trailer. However, they sensed a problem as soon as they spotted the trailer. The Haney family reported a missing person after the unsettling visit to the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, but they soon received even more alarming information. Since Robert Haney paid for everything in cash, it was difficult to determine where he had gone or when he had last been seen. It had been months since he was last seen. Investigators reasoned that Susan Monica, who last saw him, was the only person who could be able to provide any information. According to Monica, Haney worked for her for around 6 months before a personal issue forced him to leave. Haney, according to Monica, allegedly started drinking extensively and displayed erratic behavior after hearing from a family member that she had been assaulted. After some time, Haney allegedly informed Monica that he would be leaving but requested her to watch his dog. Robert Haney's electronic benefits transfer card was used in December 2013 at a local Walmart, which was months after he purportedly departed Monica's property. This revealed a critical vulnerability in Monica's account. Police executed a search warrant on Susan Monica's property after determining the scenario to be highly suspicious. There, according to Officer Julie Denny, they discovered what seemed to be a human leg that had been severed mid-femur, down to the toes. The narrative then took another odd and morbid turn when Monica was questioned by the police. According to Monica, she came across her piglets one day in the autumn of 2013 while they were in the midst of a feeding frenzy. She claimed that when she got closer to check what they were eating, she saw none other than Robert Haney sprawled out on the ground, with his guts all over the place. Monica stated that she shot Haney to put him out of his misery, because she thought he was still alive and in pain. She said, "I do that for my animals, and this was the first time I did it for a human being, and I knew it was wrong, but if it were one of my pigs suffering there, I would have done the same thing." Haney was not, as Monica had claimed, the first person she killed. However, when police asked Monica what else they could uncover on her property, she sobbed and it became evident that she had killed other people before. Susan Monica showed investigators a map of her property, pointed to a location in the center, marked it with a X, and said there they would find Steve. A full year prior to Robert Haney's arrival, in the summer of 2012, Steve, also known as Stephen Delicino, worked on Monica's property. Naturally, Monica had an explanation for why Delicino's remains were interred on her property. She claims that she became aware of 2 of her weapons missing while Delicino was working for her. When she dug around Delicino's belongings, she discovered them, but when she confronted him about it, they got into a kind of wrestling struggle. She asserted that one of the firearms discharged at some point during the fight and hit Delicino in the back of the head. During the scuffle, Monica said that she at one point picked up a different firearm and killed Delicino while standing over him. When it came time for the matter to be examined in court, Monica's arguments that she killed Delicino in self-defense or to end Haney's suffering had little merit. First off, these assertions don't really explain why Monica used an axe to sever the bodies after they had died. She also kept altering her stories. She later stated that Delicino repeatedly shot himself in the head, contradicting her first allegation that she shot him in self-defense. However, Monica's unusual behavior in the courtroom probably ended any hope she had of convincing the jury of her innocence. On the less unusual end of the scale, Monica showed up in court wearing multiple wigs. The defense called this an eccentric behavior but not unlawful. Susan Monica ultimately received a life sentence with the chance of release after at least 50 years after being found guilty of the murders of Robert Haney and Stephen Delicino.